Welcome to Corey and Kevin Talk About Nothing. I'm Corey.
And I'm Kevin.
That's
Oh, wrong side, bro. You're this way. There you go. There you
yeah,
go.
that's Kevin.
There you
Sorry,
go.
guys. Sorry. Yeah, all
Episode
right,
two.
yeah. Let's go, baby. That's
Episode
all right. Let's
two.
see what we do. I like it.
So I have a little thing showing today. We are discussing. It's always sunny in Philadelphia. Mac kills his dad. Season 10, episode 7.
It's a good episode. I like it.
Oh yeah.
I
It was
like it
definitely a fantastic episode.
for
I
sure.
uh, I, I had quite the amount of laughs.
Yes. You saw, I think, a lot of everything in this episode. Actually, like what I mean by like comedy, funniness, every crazy character in the show. I mean, they're all in it, dude. Besides, I mean, I can only think of one that's not.
Yeah, there's no rickety cricket.
Exactly. That's the only one that is not in the episode, you know?
Oh
So,
yeah, for sure, for sure. All right, well I'm gonna start. I'm just gonna throw you one of the
all right.
first questions out of
All right.
there. Right?
Okay. All right, let's
What
go.
what was Frank doing at the airport? A, talking to the ladies. B, farting around. C, riding the people movers. D, just felt like it.
Just farting around.
That's right. That's right.
Nice. Whew. I had to go into Frank mode there for a second,
Oh
you
yeah,
know? I
for
was
sure.
yeah.
I tried to
It's
get
so
some answers
funny.
in there that might be, tricky. Might throw you off.
Well, that one threw me off, dude. I mean that's a very quick part of the episode right there, you know? I had to really dive into character, I think, to get that one.
All
All right.
right.
So, do you want me to ask you one now?
Sure.
Okay. All right. Okay. See, this is what I mean. So sometimes I go, all right. This is probably an easy one. What will Mac's dad not say to Mac?
I love you.
Boom. There it
Dude,
is.
it's so funny. Like, Charlie's sitting next to him, and he's like, I don't think it's working. He's like, why? What? He was. It
Yeah.
was. He heard you, Like, it's definitely working.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, he must have forgot. He's going through a lot right now.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. He's just
no.
pissed. He's just pissed.
This might. I don't know. I mean, it's season 10, so I guess that's a little. I haven't watched it in succession in a while, but, of course, Charlie's dropping a little breadcrumbs for the bird law.
Oh, absolutely. Of course. Yeah.
Bird
Yeah.
law.
This guy. Yeah.
He's like, I could represent you. Don't get a public defender. Those guys are awful, but I'll represent you. And Max just like, don't do
Yeah.
it.
Don't. So
Don't do it.
funny.
Uh, allegedly, what murder weapon does Mac's dad use? A traffic cone. B, a traffic light. C, a stop sign. D, a candlestick.
All right. Let's see here. Uh. All right. So I know it's not a candlestick. All right. Because Mac's father injures his shoulder, or has or something along those lines. Uh, I'm gonna go. It's a stop sign. That's right. It's a stop
Yeah,
sign.
yeah, for sure, for sure. That took
I don't know
way
why.
too long.
Well, when you said traffic cone, I threw me off a little bit. I'm not. I don't know why. I'm like, wait a minute. Like,
That'd be
I.
pretty
I mean,
wild if you killed him with a traffic cone. That'd be pretty sweet.
yeah.
He
It'd be cool.
decapitated someone.
Yeah, bro. Have you ever seen one of those metal ones?
I'm from Ohio, man. Just the orange cones. Orange
Me too,
cones.
man.
That's
I
it.
just. I just didn't want to.
Actually,
I
yeah,
just
Ohio.
overthought the question. Hey, bro. I like it. I like it. Okay. Let me ask you this.
Riddle me it.
Do you know Mac's father's name?
Luther.
Boom. So
Uh,
easy ones.
oh, yeah. Well, what's funny is, like, I almost thought that Charlie had said, excuse me, Mr. Mac's dad. I thought that's what he had said. I'm like, oh, that'd be a funny question. Like, what does Charlie call Mac's dad? But he just said, excuse me, Mr. Mac. I was like, oh man, that would have been
Oh, okay.
too funny. All right. So, what does Mac bring his father to make him feel more at home? A picture of Mac's mom. B, a picture of Mac. C, a picture of Mac and Luther. D, a picture of Luther.
His picture of his mom.
Yeah, for
It's
sure.
it's funny too because like the one
Just
thing
saw
that
a
I noticed that
cigarette.
yeah, exactly, that's what I was gonna say too. I never like I didn't um uh at first I've never seen that before because you just see that and you know it's funny, right? I just brought a picture of mom to show you, you know it's funny.
No.
And then then she's got the old cigarette in her mouth.
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude. Always a cigarette.
No.
I'm sure we'll get to it later, but it's just so funny when they go and interrogate. Which I do have some pretty funny questions about that.
All right.
But when they go and interrogate Bonnie,
Oh,
and,
yeah, yeah.
and
That's awesome.
and Max Miles like, hey, you don't know anything. Shut up. Don't talk. Don't be a rat.
Yeah, he's like, "Damn it, Bonnie!"
Which is like, man, what season did they start living together?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, yeah. 'Cause it's been a while. I mean, it's shit. When was that? I mean, it's got to be like 7 or 8, I think, right?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
Hmm. Okay. So when Mac and Charlie, they go to the construction site, okay,
Yeah.
and they're talking to the construction worker.
Hmm.
What does Mac tell Charlie he wants to? What does Mac tell Charlie that he wants to do to the construction worker?
Um, it's so funny because calls him Bozo. I love that one. Let me see here.
It's when Mac pulls I'm sorry, when Charlie pulls Mac away.
Yeah, they want to get words. His lips are sealed.
Yeah.
Yeah, he what did my question was, what did Mac and Charlie see in the worker's lips?
Yeah, okay,
Words.
see
I know there's words in
exact
there.
yeah.
Trust me, I
There's words,
know
I
there's
seen him.
words in there.
Yeah. And so when Charlie responded back was like, he's like, I seen the words in his mouth. I'm not saying that, but you
Yeah,
can't come down here and do that to people.
you can't be threatening people.
Yeah.
I'm not threatening. What's up,
That's
Bozo?
awesome. Yeah.
That's gonna be the next insult there. What's up, Bozo?
But Bozo, for
Come
sure.
on,
I like
Bozos.
that one. Bozo, yeah. Bozo. All right, bro.
Mm.
Question me up. See if I get it.
Uh, why wasn't Mac's father able to play catch with Mac, and couldn't have possibly committed a crime?
Well, let me mark that one off my list.
Yeah, right.
He had a bad shoulder.
You couldn't have done it because you have a bad shoulder. Because that's why you couldn't play catch with me, right?
Yeah,
Right.
right, son. Yeah. You know what's funny? Did you notice that Luther keeps getting more and more eye drops on his eyes as the season goes too?
Oh, I didn't notice it. That's
Yeah,
funny.
yeah. So he
That's
he turned
awful.
he turned yeah. So yeah, he just kept getting more and more. I'm like, oh wow. I'm pretty sure I remember one in that one season that he was in. Now he's got more on the one side and on this side and
When Mac and Charlie die, part one.
yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, for sure. Yeah, yeah. That oh yeah, that
I'm
was
gonna I'm
funny.
gonna fill my butt with so much heroin.
Yeah, that's funny. That's another thing that Mac and Charlie talk about too.
I
When
yeah. Well, I'm not
yeah,
putting heroin on my butt. Well,
yeah,
we'll see. Maybe I will. Well, you'd enjoy it more than I would. That's for sure.
yeah. He's like that's. Oh man, I love that part. It's so
Oh yeah.
funny. All right,
Oh yeah,
all
because
right.
like how often is Charlie actually the sensible one?
Yeah,
He's like,
yeah, for
well, I'm
sure.
not
Yeah,
putting heroin on my butt. That's for sure.
yeah.
Max is like, well, let's see. Let's see if it's
And that is true. As the seasons go on, Charlie does get like smarter and smarter as they go on.
I think in season 10, Charlie work. That's a season that Charlie work is in.
Yeah, which is absolutely phenomenal.
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure, for sure. Um, since you already had that one, you want another one?
Yeah, sure.
True or false? The captain of the ferry intentionally drove it into a power plant.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True or false? The captain of the ferry was drunk.
Fuck. Oh, false.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah. Because they were like, "I bet you was drunk too,"
Yeah.
and they're like, "He was not
Yeah.
drunk."
He tested negative for alcohol and drugs. Remember the newscaster saying that?
Yeah. Well, yeah, because they're just sitting there watching. And it's just like terrible news, just terrible,
Yeah.
terrible news.
Yeah. Oh, terrible.
Oh, and then that's what I love. Like Frank guy comes in and is just like, oh, I went to the airport, found all these sweet shirts, and they're like, what the fuck are you doing at the airport? Just
Yeah.
farting around, like who farts around at the fucking airport,
Yeah,
man?
who goes to
Like,
the airport to do that? Yeah, that's so stupid.
what is it? Life is good or something? Life is
Yeah.
great or
Yeah,
something?
life
Man?
is good. Yeah.
Oh man.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you ready?
I am.
All right. So, this is going a little deep. This is going a little dark here.
Oh boy. All right.
So after talking to Charlie's mom, okay, what does Charlie say to his mom
Oh
at the
yeah.
end of the conversation?
Yep. I have this one as well.
Do you?
Yeah. Um. Hold on. It's so funny because it's just like, can you please stop? Yeah. Can you please stop banging every single guy that comes in the house? So when they're like, all right, which I was like, all right, tell me everything, and she's like, okay. And now, so that was one of my questions. You know, where was Eduardo and where was Luther while inside of Bonnie?
That's what I had too.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
hilarious.
Well, Eduardo was in my mouth and Luther was in my butt.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you too. So
Like,
who
do
finished on
not
who?
tell me that.
Yeah.
Like, don't. Like, okay. Like,
That's so
and then it's
funny.
like, and then the bonus was, what did Luther and Eduardo move on to?
Luther went into Eduardo's butt. And then, he's like, and then Bonnie gets left out of the finale, dude. That is so funny. He's like, and then he
Yeah.
finished on Eduardo.
Yeah. Then she's like, well, and then he went and murdered someone. Why didn't you? Why didn't you just tell us that?
And the funniest part is like such little detail on the murdering portion of it. He
Yeah.
just went into such detail about the sexual act and all this one time. The funny thing is months of staying there at a house. The
Oh yeah.
one,
Yeah.
the one story that she tells Charlie is Luther was in. I mean, Luther was my butt. Edward was in my mouth. That's just hilarious, dude. That's so funny.
Like,
Oh, that's
why are you
awesome.
doing that? Why are you telling me all this? Yeah, that was one of the questions too. It was how long was Luther staying at Charlie's mom's?
Okay. All right.
That's too funny. I laughed so hard when she's like, "Well, Eduardo was in my mouth and Luther was in my butt." Like, whoa,
Yeah.
whoa. Do you know what I'm talking about? This is fucking crazy. Or, all right, what is the reason for Luther being inside of Eduardo's butt?
Shut the show dominance.
I need to
Oh, that's so
I need to
funny.
establish dominance.
Yeah.
Well, no, you see, I don't get how he established dominance when they both came on each other. And he's like, well, Luther, my dad jerked off first, or my dad came first. Then he allowed Eduardo.
Oh, that's so funny. That is awesome.
Moving on from that though, because fucking Pondy.
Oh
Pondy's
yeah,
the
dude,
fucking
thank you. Here we
coolest,
go.
man.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
One of my favorite scenes is, all right, what does Pondy's gothic kid want to buy with the money from Pondy's death?
A gun.
Yeah. I'm gonna go buy a gun because I'm the man of the house. Dennis is like, whoa, like
Yeah,
that
that
kid
kid did not
should,
have a
yeah,
gun.
that kid should definitely not have a gun.
Yeah, that's awesome.
or
All right. So
yeah,
to
yep,
that.
yep. Go
Okay.
ahead.
So what did Pawnee do? What did Pawnee tell his daughter?
She's too fat to be a slut, dude. And then he tried to
What did he?
make omelets. Yeah, he tried to make omelets with cocaine in them.
Yeah, she served me omelets with cocaine in it. That was
Oh,
so
and
funny.
then what does Pondy's gothic son call him?
So I have to a cocksucker
Mr.
because he smokes so many
Cocksucker,
cocks.
because he sucks so much cock.
Yeah,
Okay, I'm not
yeah,
gonna
that
call
is
him that.
yeah, that is weird. Oh, dude, that is so
I
funny.
call him Mr. Cocksucker because he sucks so many cocks. Okay. He's got the fucking
That's awesome.
gothic makeup all over on him.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, what
Uh,
fucking worst AA sponsor?
yeah, for sure. Yeah. So what does Frank? So this is a hard question. What does Frank tell? Um, I just had her name in my head too.
Oh.
Oh man. Dennis's ex-wife.
Yeah, you should get some fur, you know?
Yeah.
And
Okay,
then-
but then what does he tell her to wear though? I knew this
uh,
would trick you.
well, yeah. I mean, because he says you should get some fur, and then D is like, yeah, you should get a tail. And she's like, yeah,
Yeah.
I think I could do those. I think I could do
Yeah.
that.
And then right after that, Frank responds back with, yeah, he says that you should be. I'll help you out. Think about what she always wears. What's her name, dude? I cannot think of her name right now.
Maureen
Marie.
Ponderosa.
Maria Ponderosa. I knew it was Ponderosa. I could not think of her name. Um, so with what does she always wear?
Oh yeah, he's like you can get humans on your sweatshirts. Yeah,
Yeah.
you can wear humans
That's
on
so
your
funny.
sweatshirts. She seemed pretty intrigued on that. And then
Yeah.
that's another good question. What happened to Maureen Ponderosa's fake breasts?
They get put into her face.
Yeah. Oh, they're up here. Yeah.
Yeah, they're my face. Ponderosa's wife blames Dennis for ruining Marie Ponderosa. How can you blame
Oh
Dennis?
yeah,
Wanted to be a cat her whole life, you know?
Uh, what is Pondy celebrating?
I mean, the day he kills himself?
Yeah, to kill himself.
Alright.
He's all
Alright.
fucking dressed up in like a tuxedo. Oh, you're really going on? What's going on, man? Oh,
Yeah.
today's the day I kill myself. Oh
It's like they all
shit.
have the life is good shirt and shit on
Yeah.
too. So what do the guys take out on
An
Ponderosa?
insurance policy.
Yeah.
You're
Got the
like
most expensive one.
that's a little dark, right? We already discussed it. It's
Yeah.
we moved past
We
it. Just move
moved on
past
past
it.
Yeah, it's so funny.
We've
And
justified it. It's fine.
yeah, and he's like, they're like, oh my gosh, what if he killed? Like, what if he
He
He's like, what if
turns.
what if that voids the life insurance? He goes, oh, I got the best one possible. I tweaked the guy's arm. Yeah,
Oh man.
dude, Frank is badass, man.
Frank is the like he might be the best. I don't know that
Seriously,
Frank episode where it's just him waking up, going through Frank's fucking day. That's the best.
one of my favorite parts, and it just starts out with this, is when Frank he knocks over the suitcase, stands up on the suitcase, looks at himself in the mirror, and goes, "Still got
Still
it."
got it. Yep, still
Yeah,
got it.
it's so funny. Yeah.
Still got it.
Yeah, and the two piss cans because he's got the one string that goes left and then the string, the string goes out.
It still misses.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so gross.
Uh, uh, uh. All right. So back to this episode though. All right. So, what does Pondy say? Do you know the nail stylist?
Yeah.
What are the nail
S-
salons doing right before
s-
they
they're sex workers.
Yeah, but what so what does he
Oh,
specifically say?
jerking off a guy. Yeah,
Yeah,
they probably
he
just
he
got
just
done
plugged the guy
jerking
off
off.
and then
Yeah.
yeah.
Hey, and what is it more than likely with? Because
Oh yeah.
95% of it is shoved into an orifice of
Yeah.
some sort before it hits the
Fruit.
market.
Yeah, fruit.
Dude, when he started saying like, oh, like Dennis was like, oh, mani petties, oh, the
Yeah.
mani petties are fantastic, and he's like, oh yeah, fucking sex workers.
Sex workers. Yeah, what do you say? He's like, yeah, he's like a lemon mask, the taste of a bad dick.
Oh, citrus masks the smell of a smelly dick.
Oh, that's so funny.
Dude, it's so gross. Yeah, let's see, what was it? Oh yeah, what does Frank enjoy throwing at bums? Have a taste of the good life, you fucking bums.
And milkshakes?
Oh, a balloon full of champagne, because
Yeah.
he only
Oh
gets a
yeah.
look, he only gets a taste. He don't get a full drink of it.
Yeah, you're right. I forgot about that. If I drop this
Oh.
pen one more time, I'm gonna lose my shit.
Yeah, that's what it was. True or false? Citrus masks the taste of a dirty penis. uh, dude, Pondy, for being just a gross man banging D.
Yeah. Well, that's. I mean, they do that to everybody. Everybody in their life. Cricket. I mean, dude, that dude went from a priest to all of a sudden he'll let you finish inside of him for a 6-pack.
Oh man, I forgot about that. I forgot about
He goes, if he wants inside of me, that's gonna cost you a whole sixer at least. You know, I have my dignity. I have my dignity.
Fucking, they're at that reunion. He lifts up his shirt, or they open up his shirt. He's got a ringworm everywhere. So fucking gross, man.
She told me she loved me.
Oh yeah. So what is Pondy's family called? D.
Oh, slut.
Nope.
Whore.
Nope.
What does? Dude, you might have me stumped, man.
Ready?
Yeah.
Hooker.
Damn it,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah, cause
Shit.
the mom was like, well, you and those other hookers, and D's like,
Yeah.
I'm not a hooker, and like, yes, you are a hooker, and then she yells at that little girl like, you're too fat to be a slut.
Yeah.
It's like, holy shit, man.
Dude, D's dark, man.
Oh,
I think
yeah.
she gets like darker and darker as the season goes too.
Nothing was more disgusting than making that stripper dad. I had my finger down your asshole.
Yeah, he goes, I touched your asshole. Oh, dude, that was fucking terrible.
They're all like, D, that might have been your rock bottom. And then I got one more. I think we've been kind of over most of them, but what did Pondy say to his gothic son after they say, "Your dad loves you"?
No, he doesn't.
Yeah,
He told me he didn't love me.
yeah. He said, "I do not love you. You're a punk." What the fuck, Dad?
I know, yeah.
Fuck you, Dad.
I mean, no wonder he calls him Mr. Cocksucker.
Yeah,
He
right.
sucks so many cocks.
During that one episode, he's buying drugs off of his son
Yeah.
in the
He's like,
courtroom.
"Still don't-" Yeah, what?
That's the court case, Marie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, the bird law.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah.
The Ponderosa,
It was
what was the
McPoyles versus Ponderosa
There it
or
is.
something like
Yep.
that.
Yep.
Now the Marine Ponderosa mask, or whatever it was, the Marine Ponderosa wedding massacre.
Oh
Oh,
yeah,
that's a
that's a
great
funny
episode.
one. I think like it's so funny that all right, so well we can get to it, but what that episode that you just talked about the massacre has one of my favorite like I can't help it. I look for like I watch the show so much. I look for like mess ups a little bit, like the guys cracking, the guys. You know what I mean? That's the point that I'm at in the show. You know what I mean? Because I
Mm-hmm.
already know all the stuff, and it makes me laugh the entire just watching it. But I look for that. Well, there's a scene where they go outside where Charlie and Mac are getting ready to go into Dee's car. So when the camera gets to them, both Charlie and Mac are just standing there for a second like they're getting ready to get in the scene. You know what I mean? The transition was just bad. You know what I mean? Like they didn't have the guys come running up. It was just on them from the very beginning. So they're standing there, and then Charlie's like, "Oh shit, the zombies are coming!" So then they all freak out, and then he gets into the car and just runs into a tree. It's just so like that whole part was just so funny, dude. It was awesome.
Oh yeah, it
Just
was.
the way it all happened, dude.
Oh yeah, for sure. Especially because like Dee's outside when she sees them just straight run it into the fucking tree, which
You
is not
shot
the
every
first
car
time they've
there?
destroyed
No,
Dee's car.
no. Well, Mac and Charlie,
Die.
uh,
Oh dude,
yeah.
it's so fucking good.
Give me a popper.
There's only one popper left. Let me do the poppers. Oh, here's one.
Okay.
How many fairies hit the power plant?
Oh, two.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
It's a copycat.
he's all laughing hysterically about a fucking another fucking boat that's crashed into the side of a fucking pier.
It's
You know what I
like,
mean?
oh man, Ponderosa. Man, he's like I'm sitting there, starting to sober up, and I see myself with a two-way glass, and I see with a shirt. Life is great. Life is good. Whatever the hell that is.
What's our Eduardo's last name?
Sanchez.
Yeah.
Eduardo was in my mouth and Luther was in my butt. Whoa, whoa! I don't even know
That's
that.
so funny. I actually had a cross out. I was laughing so hard when I wrote that because it was just funny to write down on a piece of paper, like thinking about Charlie's mom saying that. So it was like making me laugh as I'm writing it, and I actually had to cross it out and rewrite it because it was just so fucked up. It was just so funny.
The fact that and then they finished on themselves like she missed the finale. She wasn't
Yeah,
involved.
yeah, she goes, and she was left out of the finale.
Yeah.
Like she's just so nonchalant about it.
Can you please stop banging every guy that comes in this house?
Ah, that's so funny. I can't lie to Charlie. I can't lie to my Charlie. Damn
uh,
it, Bonnie.
so Mac's mom burns her house down. That's when she moves in with Charlie's mom. That's the
Yeah.
sixth episode of the sixth season. So I guess, dude, she's been
Wow.
living there for
Dude, that's almost what do you
8
call
years,
that?
8 seasons.
Legally married?
What is that
Ru-
called?
yeah, roommate law or whatever. I mean, I don't,
Roommate law. I don't think.
well, I'm not saying I'm just using that like that's the term I'm going for. It's not. It's actually not that term, but it's just that's the term that I'm going for.
I hope nobody looks at roommate law because that just sounds really weird. That's so good when they're living together and they've started up like the reality TV show. Dennis starts like putting more cameras up and like
He has laughter.
yeah, yeah. You can make any scene seem funnier with laughter.
Yeah.
Just funny. You ever watch TV shows? Or all right, so since everything went on quarantine and like all these talk shows were doing like their own quarantine. So like
Yeah, okay.
Trevor Noah was at what's that called? What's that show? The Daily Show. So then he was doing it at home and he's by himself. But like without a laugh track, It's a little awkward, actually. Like,
Is it really? Yeah.
yeah, yeah, and then it just was like, there's no cue for laughter. It's weird. You wouldn't think that you'd need a cue for laughter, but it's just like
Yeah.
really awkward without it. Which it's like, are they gonna start letting these guys start, working from the office again? Since like
Yeah, sure.
everything seems to
Yeah.
be open.
Well, so I thought like, I mean, so I listened to that, 100.7, you know what I'm saying, in the morning, and I thought like they're all doing the stay at home. Yeah. So they're all doing the stay at home thing. You know what I mean? Like the whole show is. So I thought like this week, because they were on furlough last week, but then every other radio station person is actually in the radio station. Like they're the only show that's not.
That's
So
weird.
then, yeah. So and everybody else is, but he's the biggest show. Blah 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 blah. Okay. So I think that he's got his chin up in the air. We don't have to do it because we could do it from home, type of thing. Blah blah blah. Okay. But
Mm-hmm.
anyways, so but that's so they just they're on furlough last week. So I'm like, he said like, oh, next week we'll probably be back in the office. Well, listen to the show this morning. They're still at home. I mean,
So
so
they're
it's just
just
weird.
they're still broadcasting though, and
Well, yeah, because they have that Rover Radio. Oh yeah, um, on there. It's like an app thing. So so when you do
what
that,
was the
I don't know why. I said something I don't know. But anyways,
what did you say? Now I'm curious.
what? No,
What did you say?
I just said what it's called. It's called Rover Radio, is what I
Are
said.
you not allowed to say that?
No, I am. I don't know why. It just made me a little nervous to say it the
Well,
first
let
time.
me just check, make sure the FBI is not listening.
Okay.
They're listening.
Beep. Shit.
Yeah, they're
Wait,
listening.
damn it, dude. What are we gonna do, man? All
They
right. Anyways.
just keep going. I mean,
Yeah. All right. So then we so yeah, so they just have like an app that they actually are streaming through the app through their server through there. But then they have a guy that sits at the radio station and just hits the one button and it broadcasts what goes through that app. So that just the connection works and they just broadcast through just like national radio. So
get out. Just get out.
why?
That's crazy.
Isn't
Why?
that
Why
insane?
would you ever go back in?
Exactly. He's like I can sit at home. My whole cast can sit at home and not do
Yeah.
anything. The thing is, then you can get crazier at home. Well, I'm just saying, like drinking. The only thing that sucks is like you can't do stuff with each other. But like, I mean, on the one time they did a show on Friday, the after show. They did it for like 12 hours because they were all getting hammered on the show. So they're
So
throwing it
yeah,
back
so
as
they're
they
just
kept
like,
going.
yeah, they're already home, so they're just
Oh,
like,
for sure. Yeah,
keep going,
go
keep
with it.
going.
Yeah. So
I know my work is still like, if you have the ability to work from home,
do it.
stay there.
Yeah. Well, so that's the thing that sucks about my shop is because we actually got turned in today. And we got somebody called and complained on Saturday that they felt locked into the store. We're locking the doors when we hit capacity. We don't have enough people to stand at the door and just say yes or no to people. We don't have that, right?
Why would you lock
So,
people in?
well, we lock people out is what it was. What it is.
I'd
We
be
have to lock the
nervous.
door.
I'd call and complain.
No, you wouldn't. You would not.
Never been put in that situation.
We'll just stop. All right. Anyways, anyways. So so it's just crazy how it happened. I'm in the middle of a phone call. I just got done with the customer. I look up and the captain of the fire department staring at me. I'm like, hold on 1 second, sir. I'm like, let me put my mask on. I gotta go lock the door. He goes, no, 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 you can't do that. He's like, come here. He was super nice about it. He's like, that's against the fire law. Somebody called and complained. This, and that, blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, okay, all right, you know,
I mean, it makes sense. Yeah, like,
yeah.
you know.
So I get it, but at the same time though. But now I'm just saying now we can't limit people. We don't have enough staff to stop the people at the door. There's five
Okay.
customers in the store. We have six salesmen. Somebody's got to answer the phone. Somebody's got, you know what I mean? Just leave the whole thing out. It's just you just can't do it. It's just impossible.
Are
So
people coming
what?
in with their masks on?
Oh, like probably, I'd say 85 to 80% of them.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, for sure, for sure. People respect it. People come to the doors, and we have a big sign that says that we recommend wearing them.
Yeah.
So people like literally would turn around, go to their cars, grab their mask, and come back in.
See, that's nice. We went to
Yeah,
this Dayton nursery, and we've talked about that. Where
yeah,
it's like they on their website, everything they say, please wear a mask. So just wear the mask. But no,
Yeah,
of course, people.
too hardcore.
Yeah, it was really interesting. We went to uh, uh, a Big Lots around here, and almost everybody was wearing masks. Then we go to a Lowe's, not our Lowe's here, but a different one.
Yeah.
No one wearing masks. Like,
Really?
it was crazy the difference. I'm like, man, it varies city to city, I guess. Man, it just seems like
No.
whatever. I don't know. What do you think the gang would do? Do you think the gang would wear masks? I think Dee and Dennis would wear masks.
Yeah. I think. See, I don't know because Charlie. Well, see, probably. I think Charlie probably won't wear a mask. He probably wears a bubble suit.
Yes.
So
Yes.
his mother's a bubble suit.
I think I'm gonna have to power up my headset. So hold on 1 second there.
All right. You should have been prepared.
I know. It's like one of those things where I don't, it's a PlayStation headset, so
Yeah.
I can't see when it's dying because I'm not on the PlayStation.
Oh,
So I'm sorry for the technical difficulties.
it's all right, bro. Don't you worry about it.
Got a lot going on here.
I get it, bro. You got a lot of stuff.
There's stuff
I
everywhere.
don't.
There's stuff everywhere down here. There, there, even there.
Up a little farther. Yeah. There. Oh, bro. Not on TV, man.
That's a big thing. That hurt.
That's funny.
That's what I do. Except my mic blocks that. We got this wonderful Blue Yeti mic.
Yeah, I think it looks pretty, man. I might get me one.
Do it. Do it, sir. So yeah. Pondy is not going to be the only time he tries to kill himself.
Nope,
That's for sure.
not one bit. Nope,
He
he's living on the edge.
Actually in Frank's episode, remember that
Yeah.
he's texting him. He's like, can Frankenstein come out and play?
He's like, take this aspirin.
Yeah.
He's like, and then Frank's like, that's not aspirin. And then he's like, it's not aspirin. Like, he's like, drop me off to the local bowling alley.
He's definitely no, that's right. In the court when he buys the drugs off of his son. Then Frank's like, no, I can't. And then he's like, all right, fine, more for me. And then like fucking takes, dude. When he's got the gun out, and then instead of like fucking shooting the guys, he puts it up to his head.
Yeah.
Frank.
Dude, the crazy part is, Frank didn't pull his fucking shit forward. He was gonna blow his head off right there.
Dude, and that would have been the time that he should have. Although, guess insurance policies might not do anything for suicide.
For sure,
so.
man. Yeah, they're still waiting.
Yeah.
Frank's still paying on the insurance, man. He's pissed.
How is Pondy even alive? He survived the fire, right? The Thanksgiving fire.
Yeah, he did with not a scratch, nothing on him.
He survived like doing a shit ton of blow when they were trying to figure out who impregnated Dee.
Yep. How about the wedding massacre when he laced the juice
Dude,
with fucking bath salts?
The fucking milk. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
milk. That's right. Yeah, milk. Yeah.
They're in the court case, so like they only drink mother's milk.
It's so funny. I like when everybody starts going crazy. Frank and Pondy are doing bumps in the courtroom. It's so funny.
That's fucking ridiculous.
He's like, give me a bump of that. Give me a bump of that. They're pounding it. It's awesome.
Pound off.
Yeah, you watch Charlie pound off?
Sometimes I hide in the couch and watch Charlie pound off. What?
Why would you do that?
When Mac and Charlie die part 2 and Frank has the mannequin all dressed up as Charlie. I saw what you did with that thing.
Yeah, he's like, and then Dennis was like, "What are you doing with that doll?" He goes, "These are German women, Dennis." Turned to real kicky shit.
Great episode, though.
For sure.
Season 10, episode 7. So, how did we get there? You know, we asked Jessica to, my wife Jessica, to pick a number 1 through 134. She picked 111, which happens to be episode 7 of season 10. Mac kills his father. Now, why did we get to the title? Mac kills his dad, right? How did Mac kill his dad?
Well, he ratted him out. He made. He
Everybody.
didn't rat him out. I'm sorry. He ratted out Eduardo, which means that his father is a rat.
Yeah. Yeah, the question I had was, what did Mac and Charlie do to Luther by the end of the episode? And he's like, you buried me.
Yeah. And that's the final one. He's like, "I love you, Dad." He goes, "I don't."
Yeah. He's like, Charlie's like, that thing's definitely working. He heard you that time.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's like, the second time they go see him, like, oh, okay, Dad, I love you, and he like puts his hand up on the screen. He just like drops the phone. But
Let's skip some.
Mac's dad, he's innocent.
Yeah,
He's an innocent man.
An innocent man, actually.
You know,
Wrongfully charged.
he's
But hey,
not.
he actually didn't die though.
He
Spoiler
didn't.
alert.
He didn't die. Spoiler alert. He does actually get out.
He does, because he gets out, and then remember at the one part of the seasons, Mac.
Seasons.
Yeah, well, just because it's terrible, but anyways, where Mac does his dance thing.
Oh,
His
the
father's
dance.
still alive in that episode. That's all I'm saying.
Oh yeah, he's in prison because now. Why is he in prison?
See, I don't remember. I don't know.
Because doesn't he leave? He was driving around with Mac. Mac hotwires Dennis's car.
Yeah.
And he's driving around to go like take care of his list. And he's like, I think my dad's killing people, but really he was just thanking them. But he messed up on parole, so he gets put back in jail. And then when he gets out, he leaves for like Tijuana or some shit.
Yeah, yeah. So he's there, but then where he comes back, when he goes back to jail though, is when he comes in, and then when he chops off when Eduardo chops off that dude's head. So he was become innocent, but I think he was still in there because of whatever reason with that.
I don't know. Yeah, I'll have to look at the succession of when he comes in and leaves. When he
does that dance, is that end of season 12 or 13? No, 13.
13,
right?
Yeah, 13.
Oh. Well, yeah, that was 13.
Yeah, so something else besides parole gets him in there, I'm assuming, because parole wouldn't take that long.
Yeah, well, the parole was way earlier in the season though, like way earlier than that. Ernesto.
It's hard to when you're on a camera to like point where you want to.
Yeah.
It's not like a 3D thing where you like, come into my house, let me show you around. MTV Cribs. What were you pointing at? Your poster? I can't see your poster, man. Can't see your poster, man. Get a flashlight, shine up on there, people will be able to see it.
That's truth.
So, ha, very funny episode. Congratulations, It's Always Sunny. Yay! Yes. Now I did see an article today that officially FXX has renewed Sunny for season 15, and that means they will break the sitcom record for being the longest running sitcom television show.
That's awesome. I mean, that's but that's also why it's so good. I love this show. Sorry.
You shocked me.
That was shocking, bro.
You love it.
I love it. I really do, though. It's a
Yeah, I
good
do
show, man.
too. Obviously,
Yeah,
we do.
yeah.
There's a ton of episodes. So, how do we want to decide on the next episode?
Okay. Well, I'll just say, I actually got a question wrong. So I feel like you should probably pick the next one then, because if you're going by, I don't think you didn't get any of mine wrong. That all the questions I had and stuff. So I don't think I got any. Yeah, I'm going through and you pretty sure you hit them all.
Well, next time I'll do like a 10 question maximum. I had like 30 some questions, and
You did, yeah, yeah. Because a
well,
lot of them were like,
yeah, we just wound up talking about them, which is
yeah,
I think even better. Uh, I'll have to think about it. So
that's
Jessica
fine.
had
That's fine.
a good idea about, putting all the episodes that we want in a spreadsheet and then just kind of randomly picking one. Because if we were to number them 1 through 134 and she picked 111, then we know that it's going to be later on, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So if we mix it up and randomize it a bit, then we might be able to be like, oh, ah. That's typically the noise Corey makes when he's shocked or in
Yeah, that's
awe. Ah! It's absolutely awful. We don't do it to him while he's on camera or microphone because,
Yeah, I don't make me do it, bro.
yeah. It's scary. I'll pee my pants.
Ah!
Oh, hey.
Bro, it's 'cause I was quiet. It was prelim.
My ears are bleeding.
Prelim, bro. So,
Guess what?
what's that, bro?
We're at 46 minutes, son.
Dude, that's awesome, man.
That's raising the basement roof. Sucks because like people are on the second floor or the first floor. They might get hurt.
But if you don't do it too bad, that'd be alright.
True, very true.
Yeah. I mean, be careful.
I washed the carpets today.
You did?
Yeah.
You smell more better in there?
It's awesome. I love washing carpets because they're clean, man.
That's true. So you didn't work today?
I worked today. We had some downtime. Also, my goodness, today was beautiful outside. Just
Well, it's hot. But
absolutely. Well, I mean, hot. But that's awesome. It hit like, what, 91 or something like that?
Yes. Yeah.
It was beautiful. Crazy. And so we went on a walk on lunch, and then we went on a walk after work, too. Oh, and
That's
dude,
awesome.
I made some grilled shish kebabs. Jessica marinated the chicken. Oh, man, it was good.
Damn.
Pineapples, onions, and chicken.
Sounds good.
Don't forget to watch Ozark.
Oh, that definitely. Oh, yeah.
Ozark. I think I was telling you before, the last 10 seconds of Ozark season 3, I'm like, holy shit.
Blew your mind.
Blew my mind.
Yeah, that dude at work, man. He can't stop talking or asking about it. But because I haven't watched it, so I tell him just don't talk to me. You know what I mean? Don't.
Well, yeah, just don't even
be that guy.
talk to me. Yeah, I do not release spoilers.
Yeah, but he really is good about it though. He asks me about it all the time, but it's just gonna make me watch it because he's constantly bothering me about it. So it's gonna work. You watch Outer Banks yet?
So we moved. I don't know if I could watch something that in one of the descriptions of it says soapy. Because soap opera. I'm not sure if I really want to watch that. But
it's in the description.
Yeah, it's in the description of what type of show it is. But we did start watching Watchmen on HBO. That's really good so far.
Good?
Yeah. It's very good so far. Pretty excited. I think we're 4 episodes in of the first season. I think there's only 1 season. But
okay.
Did you watch the trailer for Tenet?
No, I didn't actually.
There's a new trailer out for Tenet, bro.
Okay.
Christopher Nolan, bro.
Yeah, I'll watch it. I'll watch it probably right now.
Not right now.
Just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I was gonna say not right now, but yeah, yes, please watch that because
Yeah, for sure.
man, it's gonna be mind blowing. I'm super excited about that one. And then what else was there? Oh, the Justice League, Zack Snyder's Justice League. Did you hear about that?
No. I'm
So,
sorry. I'm just putting it in my phone real quick, just so you know.
oh no, you're good. So when Justice League was being made, an unfortunate event happened to Zack Snyder, which caused him to have to kind of pull away. Well, his movie was like pretty close to being done, but what wound up happening is Warner Brothers brought in Joss Whedon, and he's the guy who did Avengers and Avengers Age of Ultron. And so he knows how to make good movies. There's nothing,
Yeah.
nothing bad to say about that. But he came in, started doing reshoots, and kind of who knows what the difference was, what he had done and what Zack Snyder had done. So, anyways, after all this time, because after Justice League came out, people have been saying like there's this Zack Snyder's Justice League cut that that exists, and all this time people are like, no, it doesn't exist, blah 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 blah. Well, Zack Snyder held a watch party for Man of Steel, and at the end he revealed a poster that showed Zack Snyder's Justice League. So I'm fucking pumped about
Oh,
that.
okay.
That'll be on
Oh, yeah.
HBO Max, and I finally get a perk. Thank you, AT&T. I actually get HBO Max because I have AT&T internets.
No, that's sweet. So it's not just regular HBO.
Yeah, it's this new streaming thing called HBO Max. I wonder since you pay for HBO, like if it's like included or something. I don't know. You might want to look into that.
Yeah,
But it's
because
gonna
if
have like
not,
a
that'd piss
ton of
me
stuff.
off.
Well, yeah, it just wouldn't make sense. So you're gonna have HBO
Yeah.
streaming, and then you're gonna have HBO Max streaming. That
I mean,
just doesn't make sense.
cancel. So.
Okay, well, please don't do that. I watch a lot of I watch a lot of stuff, man. Or no,
All right.
we don't do that. Um, um, that's just wouldn't be good.
Well, we'll see.
I forgot the FBI is listening. Anyways, moving on to other content.
Yeah,
I
bro.
tell you what, you got to watch some Ozark though. Jessica and I, it's like we'll just be like
Does it?
talking about something, and then we'll be like, oh,
Yeah.
but this too, oh.
Because that like it's funny that you guys have not like talked about a show like that in a while, actually. Like,
Yeah, I feel like
I
we
don't talk to
haven't.
Jessica as much as I talk to you, but like
Right.
that show, she was like, "No, we're watching it." I'm never, you know what I mean? I've never heard her actually talk like that about a show before. You know, I'm like, "Oh,
Yeah, where
okay,
it's like, hey, I'm gonna play games. No, we're gonna
yeah,
finish Ozark.
yeah. Sorry."
I was like, all right, that's fine, that's fine.
Yeah,
Yeah, so that gotta fit that one in. And I'm trying to get through Watchmen, and I don't know what we're gonna move on to next. It's too much, but you gotta catch up on the good, on the goody goodies.
on that good goods, you know.
I need to watch Ford versus Ferrari because my dad just continuously talks about it. He said
Is-
since I bought it on Vudu, he's watched it 3 times already.
Wow.
Damn, all right. I was like, I got other stuff on Vudu, man. Like, there's a lot of other good movies out there.
Yeah, see, but well, your dad's probably different, but see, my dad is old time movies. He has probably 6 movies that he watches in rotation. That's about it. I mean, that's. I mean, he watches TV. Don't get me wrong,
That's
but
all he
it's always it's.
needs.
Well, yeah, but it's old classic TVs. That's the funny part. Like he doesn't like watching like new stuff very much. You know what I mean? The newest thing that he watched was that whatever that Duck Dynasty. That's like the newest thing that he's actually ever watched. And think about how old that is. You know what I mean? You know, like
Think about
really. I
how
mean, it's not super
horrible
old,
it
but
is.
yeah, well, yeah. So
That's me being snobby.
snobby. Yeah, that's your middle name, I thought.
Yeah, because apparently I'm like a movie snob. I might as well.
Yeah.
I'm a content snob because movies, TV shows.
Yeah.
Can't watch the bad stuff.
If
Don't
you
got
watch
time
bad
for
stuff,
it.
bro, that ain't good. What?
Yeah, you don't got time for it. You know,
Actually, nobody's got time for it. That's the funny
ain't
part.
nobody got time for that.
Ain't nobody. So
Cause you know, I watched something bad, Aquaman, and I'm like, oh man,
that's funny.
how am I gonna make up for the this 2.5 hours of just mindless garbage? How am I
Yeah,
gonna make up for that? Right?
that's true.
You got to watch movies and fast forward just like 1.5x so that you know you
Yeah,
can get through them a
speed
little
it
bit
along.
faster. Okay, come on, come on, come on.
Yep, that's awesome.
I watch things with subtitles just so that like I'll just have like a screen up, like listening to people like, oh yeah, is that right? Yep. Got to get it in. You
You
gotta
gotta have to.
watch everything possible.
If you don't, how can you say that you're or any sort of like snob?
I don't know. My dad was like, "You ever seen Apocalypse Now?" And I'm like, "Ugh, you ever
He
getting?"
loved it, didn't he?
I was like, "You ever get embarrassed of just like not not seeing a movie that you know that everybody loves?" Because I've never seen it. I'm like, "Oh man, I need to see it."
Out of all people,
I know.
is that the first movie that I've seen that you haven't?
Apocalypse Now, maybe. You seen
Well, have you seen
Apocalypse
it?
Now? I haven't watched it yet.
All right, well, that means that's one movie that. Nah, I'm just kidding.
You haven't seen it.
I have not seen it.
You don't even know who's in it.
No, ever.
Yeah. But Apocalypse Now was the last thing we were talking about.
Yes.
Other
Okay.
than that, um, we were talking about, you know, I was saying that movies that you're embarrassed to say that you haven't watched. You know,
Oh, yes, that is very true. Absolutely.
I would say
Yeah.
that's definitely a big one for
Yeah.
me.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, I have this thing. I haven't seen it either, so maybe I should add that to my cell phone watch list too. You know.
Yeah, I would say your list is probably way more embarrassing.
Way more, bro. But I've watched a couple though. You know, Black Hawk Down. That one's watched, checked off. You know.
About Reservoir Dogs.
Oh yeah, checked off.
Hmm. Yeah.
Well, let's see. I forget my other ones, but yeah, but they're long, bro. That's a long list.
Yeah, my dad constantly tells me to watch The English Patient. But, like, it's like, I think 17 and a half hours long. Obviously, I'm just exaggerating. I think it's like it's definitely an over 3 hour long movie.
Wow.
And I don't know, it just seems kind of grueling.
Well, yeah, I'd say so. It's a
Ah,
long movie.
yeah.
Is it like a war movie or is it like a story movie type of thing?
I don't know 100% now, and
Got it.
I can't go into detail because I don't know, man.
I
Hey,
get it. I get it. All right.
I don't know.
Oh, sorry.
It's all right. I don't want the FBI to hear.
I get it. I
There's
hope they can't hear whispering.
or I can't. Don't worry
Okay.
about
Okay.
that. Full Metal Jacket.
Okay. All right.
You seen that?
No.
A Clockwork Orange.
No.
So Stanley Kubrick. You need to hit up Stanley Kubrick. How about 2001: A Space Odyssey?
I think I have seen that actually. I think so. He sounds an old one, right?
Yeah, that's an old one.
For some reason, I think I did see it, but
I mean, you've seen The Shining though.
oh, absolutely, yes, yes, I have seen that.
That's a Stanley Kubrick film.
Okay,
So, um, yeah. So there's tons of movies out there. You can
yeah,
only see a certain amount. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
exactly.
It's like, so, you know, no matter what somebody's list is going to be like, oh, have you seen this? And there's always going to be that few that you
But
just
you
never
just don't know.
seen. Yeah.
Yeah,
How
you
about
just don't know.
the Usual Suspects? Have you watched
I
that
have
one?
seen that one. Yeah, I have. Yes, I have.
That's good stuff.
Trying to think of ones. See, the problem is you've probably seen like all the movies that I've seen, besides maybe some like
I
older
mean,
ones.
probably not. I mean, there's tons of
What
movies
about
I
like
haven't seen.
okay, let's just say this. Have you seen Grumpy Old Men?
Oh, of course, dude. Those
You
movies.
have?
Oh
Okay,
yeah, dude.
awesome. All right, good, good,
Grumpy
good, good.
Old Man and then Grumpier Old Man, dude. I
Yeah,
love
are
those
doing
two movies.
phenomenal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Jack Lemmon and Walter Matthau, dude. Those are
That's so
those.
funny, yeah.
Yeah.
Like those are the movies like that's remember I was telling you about my dad's
Mm-hmm.
set movie?
Oh, nice,
Those are
dude.
part of it for
Awesome,
sure.
awesome.
Absolutely, yeah.
Walter Matthau, dude. Dennis the Menace when
Oh
he
yes,
plays the
yeah.
neighbor. Man, he's so
Yep.
awesome. That movie was. I watched that movie a lot. That movie was awesome because I'm like, man, I
What
wish
which
I
one?
was
Dennis
like
the Menace?
Dennis the Menace. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Grumpy Old Men and Grumpy Old Men. I wouldn't say I watched like a lot, but I definitely I remember it.
Yeah.
I
You
enjoyed
synced
them.
it. Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
This brain liked it.
For sure.
I knew what they were doing, and I was laughing.
Yeah.
Enjoyed it.
I think it's really funny about how the whole thing was some super old men battling over a chick, man. Life doesn't stop, man.
Right? Yeah.
No matter if you're 20
Yeah.
or you're 70 years old, man. Shit's still happening.
That's awesome. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Ah, those two guys are goners now. I mean, a long time
Yeah,
ago,
that's
actually.
sad.
Which actually makes me think like Jack Lemmon. There's a
Yeah.
movie called Come on, Kevin. Um, man, Jessica's down here shooting now. Coffees for Closers. Glenberry Glen Ross. Have you ever watched that? Glenberry Glen Ross?
Don't think so.
Dude, so good. So
Really?
good. Yeah. That's like one of those movies where it's just dialogue, man. Dialogue. It's so good. The characters and the actors are so good that Al Pacino's in it. Alec
Really?
Baldwin. Yep.
Damn.
Glenberry Glen Ross. Yeah, it's if you ever heard of Coffees for Closers.
Yeah, yeah, I have
Yeah,
actually. I have. Yeah.
that's from that. And then it's ABC. Always be closing, you know. Jack
Always be closing.
always be closing. Yeah, Jack Lemmon though was phenomenal. Um, man, there's a ton of other good ones in there too. I can't remember, but yeah, that one is such a great movie. So I would throw that one on the list. It's an old
Okay.
one. It's not that old though. Um, that's Glenn Gary. Is it Glenn Gary or Glenn Gary? Yeah. Sorry, it's Glenn Gary Glenn Ross. Oof. Kevin.
Oof.
Terrible. Glenn Gary Glenn Ross. Jack Lemmon, Al Pacino, Al Baldwin, Ed Harris. That's right. Jonathan Price. You know, I've been reading this book about screenwriting, and one of the movies they tell you to watch is called The Apartment, and
Okay.
it's an older movie. I think it might be even black and white. I'm not sure, but Jack Lemmon basically in order to get ahead in his company, he lets the higher executives use his apartment to hang out with the mistresses and whatnot,
Oh,
and
okay.
he winds up falling in love with one of these ladies, and I keep hearing about how great it is, but I have yet to watch it. But that's on my list of where I'm like, man, I need to watch that one. Also, Uncut Gems. I have it on
Okay.
Vudu, but I still haven't watched that one.
Okay.
Um, which is funny because since Adam Sandler, he didn't get nominated for Best Actor,
Yeah.
and he said since he got um, kind of
Oh, don't speak.
snubbed, if since he got snubbed for the Oscars, he said that he would make the worst movie imaginable because he was just pissed off that he didn't get a nomination. But instead, he's actually making a movie with LeBron James. I think it's called Hustle.
Oh, okay. All right.
It's supposed to be pretty
That's
good.
cool.
So yeah, yeah, yeah. So
Yeah, that's crazy because I like follow LeBron and stuff too, man. I'm surprised that I haven't seen much on like his social media stuff.
mm-hmm. Man, so I looked it up. Glengarry Glen Ross, 1983, actually.
Wow.
Oh man, dialogue though, so good. Oh, like have you ever watched the Coen Brothers True Grit?
Um,
Jeff Bridges, Matt Damon. I forget who the.
for some reason it sounds familiar, but I don't know if it's like something that you told me before to like watch or
It's a remake of a John Wayne film.
it's a remake of what?
John Wayne film.
Okay.
Haley Steinfeld is Maddie, and she has some of the best dialogue in that freaking movie. I'm a big fan of dialogue. I think you know that,
Yeah,
but
oh yeah. Oh
man,
yeah.
there's some movies like that's why Reservoir Dogs is one of my absolute favorites because there's not a whole lot of actual action that happens in the movie. It's
Yeah.
so much dialogue. And Pulp Fiction, same thing. There's so much dialogue. There's so many things that are happening within the scene of just these people talking, and it's just like it's the absolute best use of an actor. It's you know what I mean. It's just
Yeah.
so good. That's why I really liked The Lighthouse. The dialogue was just magnificent. Uh, uh, Willem Dafoe just going off and cursing him for talking shit about how he cooks and everything, man. I mean, it's just so good.
I mean that's the one that's shot in that black and white.
Yeah, 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 yeah. The
Yeah.
Lighthouse. I thoroughly enjoyed that one. Um, but there's a movie Casablanca.
Okay.
Uh, Jessica and I watched that a little while ago, and man, it's so good. The dialogue is so good, and you've watched the whole movie, and like, there's no action at all. There's no action needed. It's just
Really?
dialogue, 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 man. Oh, it's so good. Yeah, oh yeah. And
Hmm.
True Grit, True Grit, I would have to say is very similar. It's dialogue more than action. That's just Coen Brothers type of style, though. They write characters so well, and the dialogue can be so good that it's just like I don't know. You don't need a bunch
Yeah.
of action when you got interesting stories and characters and all that kind of fun stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
Um, yeah, Jeff Bridges, Matt Damon, Josh Brolin. Josh Brolin was in that one. Interesting. I don't
All right.
remember.
So, on a side note, you look like somebody with your headband on.
Who do I look like?
I can't. I don't know. I can't figure it out. For some reason, I feel like. Do you know like Snake or like? Do you
Snake
know what I'm talking about?
from like
Snake.
Metroid or whatever.
Yeah, Metal Gear Solid.
Metal. That's it. Metroid.
Yeah, yeah,
Metal
yeah.
Gear
Metroid. I'm
Solid.
like,
Yeah.
that's a pretty much a machine. But anyways, that or like a call. So like you just like when your head's back like this, and you got the whole view on. It looks like you have, like a full hat on, and like you're like I'm a badass. Like if somebody makes an army guy, that's what an army. Yeah, you're the army guy on the
Yeah.
film. Yeah, yeah. There
My
it is.
gun.
Yeah.
I've been
So
hired by
funny.
many companies.
Dude, good for you, man.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Good for you.
You had said that on Battlefield 5, the intro character looks like Adam Devine. It's not. It's me. Does that look
That's
familiar?
crazy. Yeah, you put a suit on, bro. May look just
Yeah.
like you, man.
Oh yeah. Done. I mean, I got paid out for that one. I didn't pay for Battlefield 5. That's why I talked good about it for so long because I got paid to. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So your contract was up, but that's when you changed. That's when you flip flops.
Now I'm Subway. You can call me Subway. I
Subway,
changed my
yeah,
name.
dude.
I changed my
Good,
name to
man.
Subway.
How old are you?
I'm one actually. Yeah.
Dude, good for you, man.
Yeah. Can't vote for a little while, but
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, who do you want to vote for, anyways?
It's a sore subject, ain't it?
I'm sorry.
Boo.
So
Politics. Boo.
yeah, we won't. We're not gonna talk about it. But
Not.
I'm just saying.
Yeah. Because then they'll go crazy.
Yeah, we don't need that.
You'll hear. You'll hear Kevin go on a tangent. We don't
Yeah,
want that.
or do we? I'm just kidding.
Yeah, right. We don't. We don't want. I don't want that. At least.
Yeah,
Like, wow. A, that guy cusses a lot.
yeah.
B, that guy talks a lot. You know. Who knows? Who knows? Coen Brothers, though, bro. They're excellent. You ever seen Raising Arizona?
No.
Nick Cage. Ooh, speaking of dialogue, speaking of Nick Cage, Leaving Las Vegas. Whoo.
Good?
Oh, it's a phenomenal movie. Nick Cage, he he moves to Vegas to drink himself to death. You know, he's like Pondy, but not funny at all.
Serious.
It's a
For some
very
reason, that,
dramatic movie.
okay. For some reason, it sounds familiar. Like the more I'm trying to think about it, it actually sounds familiar. Though it's weird.
Yeah, because it's excellent. Leaving Las Vegas. That one's excellent. And then I thought that Community episode where they go, is Nick Cage a bad actor or a good actor? The answer is neither. You know what I mean? Like, he is
Yeah.
both good and bad. And it's just so funny because it's like, man, you're right. You can get a performance out of Nick Cage that's Academy Award winning, you know? And then
Yep.
you can get some, like, goofy movie that comes out and he's, like, bonkers. And you're like, what the fuck, Nick Cage? Like, what's going
Yeah.
on,
What
man?
happened?
What
Yeah.
happened? There's a cool movie. I actually watched it twice because I really liked it. And I wanted to see, like, what other things I might have missed. But it's called Knowing. Have you ever watched that one? Knowing?
No. Was that Nick Cage again?
Yeah. Nick
Yeah.
Cage, bro. Nick Cage. Face Off? Nick Cage.
Oh
bro.
yeah, of course. Oh, of course. I've seen that multiple times.
To the ones like Snake Eyes. That's a good one. 8mm. That's another dark movie. That's the subject matter is dark in that one.
Oh, you know what? I think I watched that movie when I was young and I didn't understand it
Ugh. Yeah.
because that might have been a movie like my dad. If it's is that another that's another Nick Cage one?
Oh yeah. Yep.
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure that's the one. Is there a gun on the cover?
For which one did I say?
8 mm.
Oh,
8
8
millimeter.
millimeter. No. 8mm is about like a film. It's just got a bunch of like film strips.
Okay, so I don't think that's the one then.
I mean, Nick
For some
Cage
reason, it
is
sounded really
holding
familiar with the gun on it.
but it's like he's holding a gun. But Nicolas Cage, you can't prepare for where the truth will take you. Oh shit! I'm in. Let's go.
Yeah.
Fucking Nick Cage was in a Scorsese film called Bringing Out the Dead. You know what I mean? Nick
That's
Cage, dude.
crazy.
It's fucking Nick Cage. Also, you watched Into the Spider-Verse, right?
Yes, I did. Yes.
Dude, Nick Cage is the noir Spider-Man, and it's perfect. It's genius. He's so good. I loved it, man. Oh, I want to see more movies like that, dude. I loved
you like that
Into the
style?
Spider-Verse. I loved it, dude. From start to finish, I'm like giddy. I'm like just sitting there like this. I love this. This is
it.
awesome.
That's awesome.
Fucking Shutter Island needs to be on your list.
All right, I added the other ones too.
Dude, when you finish that movie, you're gonna be like, let me watch that again.
Really?
And then when you finish it, you're gonna be like, I'll wait a week, but I do want to watch it again. You've seen Donnie Darko.
Yeah. For sure.
Psychological thrillers, man.
Yeah.
You're a Jim Carrey fan, so of course you've seen the number 23, right?
Yeah.
Is it the number 23 or number 28?
No, it's number
The number 23.
yeah.
You were gonna say something like it's
Yeah,
number
no.
12.
No, it's number 23. But what is the room? That room one that he's in? It's room.
Mr. Carey?
I could have swore it was Mr. Carey.
Room. Let's see. Jim Carrey. Down on the farm. Did make some pretty sweet paintings.
Hey, bro. What's that movie that you just told me to watch?
Shutter Island.
Shutter Island. Thank you.
Like, whoa, whoa, whoa. It's
All right.
so good.
Yeah.
Sofa King, you know what I mean? You
So
ever
fucking.
you ever go to Sofa King and you're like, whoa, man.
Dude, this is
Your prices
so.
are so fucking great.
Yeah. This is so fucking awesome. Talk about the sofas, though, you know?
They're great. He's the Finger Lakes guy.
Finger Lakes. My family's
Uh,
gonna get worried about me, the Finger Lakes. I had to go back to the Finger Lakes.
Besides talking about the Finger Lakes, he's pretty good. So you said something about room something for Mr. Jimothy Carey?
Room 107 or something.
No, sir. I mean, you're talking about 1408? John
Room
Cusack?
14. Is that who that is? Is that John Cusack?
He's talking about the horror movie? Or like
Yeah.
ghosts and shit, try to get him to kill himself and stuff?
Yeah.
Dude, that movie, that's a good movie. I like that one. 1408 with Samuel L. Jackson, John Cusack. 1408. Is that what you're talking about?
It might be.
I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed like when the ghost turns on the radio and it's like, it's only just begun. Because I'm like, oh shit. Great. John
No.
Cusack. He's another one that I like. I like him a lot, but then there's some movies where I'm like, like 2012. John Cusack, what were you thinking?
It wasn't John Cusack the one of the guys. No, I'm thinking of a different guy. No, because that's not him. He looks like him though.
Somebody who looks
It,
like John Cusack?
yeah,
Yeah, Joan Cusack, his sister.
yeah. That's funny. No, dude, Home Alone 3. Do you know
Home
the
Alone
one
3.
dude? Yeah,
Hmm.
it's not him. I know that's not him, but for some reason that dude, like for a long time, I thought that was him.
Home Alone 3, man. You're proud that you've seen that? You're proud of that?
Bro, it's
No. No. Don't tell me it's
I was
good.
I was a kid, man.
29% on Rotten Tomatoes. Isn't that awesome?
Yeah, the movie was terrible.
Who did you think it was?
I'll tell you 1 second. I'm looking it up. Oh, right there. Uh, Alexander Krupa. It actually doesn't look like much like him now I see this again.
Alexander Krupa or Alec Krupa?
Alexander Krupa.
Alex Krupa. Nom. Weird.
It does not look like him for some reason. There's a one photo in there that kind of looks like an older version of him, I guess, but
This
I
guy
don't know
doesn't.
why I thought that he was so.
This guy doesn't know what he's talking about. Awkward.
Hey, bro, you're really making it awkward, you know?
Yeah, that's what I do. Excuse me. So I'm guessing that we're like way over on some time here, so we should probably like maybe end it.
Wrap it up.
All right. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
Yep.
All right. So I chose the episode Charlie Gets Crippled, season 2,
Oh.
episode 1.
Okay.
I was like,
all
you
right.
know, if we're talking about Frank Reynolds so much, let's
Let's bring him in.
let's bring him in. Let's
Bring him
bring him
in.
in.
I like it.
Let's
I
see
like it.
the estranged father of Deandra and Dennis Reynolds.
And possibly Charlie.
Oh, it's for sure, dude. When they're when they're in the fucking trash, like they go crazy with trash and they fill up their whole apartment with trash,
Oh yeah.
and
Yep.
then they're
All right.
sleeping in the fucking
The
dumpster.
dumpster.
And he's
Yeah.
like, just admit it, man. Just admit it. You're my dad. He's like, I'm not gonna admit that your mom had an abortion or whatever. He goes to his mom's house and she's like, well, I did. I had the abortion, but it didn't take. It's like, what does that mean?
Seriously, yeah, yeah. All of a sudden, 9 months later, you popped out.
Yeah,
Happy
you
the clam.
you popped out happy as a clam. Like, what the fuck?
That's the dumpster baby episode, because that's when then Charlie freaks out from there, and grabs the dumpster baby,
Yeah, yeah,
and then
because
goes to the waitress, because that's after Frank and the waitress hooked up.
yeah, he's got a baby now, and then she's like, I'm gonna call Child Protective Services.
Jeez. Charlie, that was like 3 months ago. The baby's
Yeah,
like 7 months old.
That's right. He's
Yeah.
blaming. That's right. He's blaming
That's Frank's
Frank.
baby.
That's
Yeah,
Frank's baby
that's
with the
Frank's baby.
waitress.
That's so awesome.
DB,
So funny.
dumpster baby.
Yeah, dumpster baby. Yeah, that's another good one too, man. That's another funny episode. We'll have to keep this one in.
Oh yeah. I mean, there's an incredible amount of funny episodes.
Yeah.
That's why I
Oh,
figured let's go
All right,
with
cool, man.
bringing Frank in. You know
All
what I
right.
mean.
Charlie gets crippled. It's
Charlie
getting
gets
marked down.
crippled. Season 2, episode 1. Bada bing, bada boom. Well, all right.
Cool, man.
Well, it's been fun.
Yes, sir.
We got an
It's been a good
episode
time.
2. Corey and
Yes.
Kevin talk about nothing.
Thank you for watching.
Thank you. And good night. Or goodbye.
See ya.